0817-923-0007 and 0817-923-0009. You can also join us using our social media handles where you can watch and listen live. The handle is Nigeria Info 92.3PH on Facebook and Nigeria Info 92.3PH on Twitter. The WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416. Again, 0809-030-6416 is the WhatsApp number. So you can send in your WhatsApp messages. I would start off by taking some of the messages. So start with the WhatsApp messages first. This person says, Ebulu Michael, quite a lot. Exempting Ogbakri from the ring road construction is totally unacceptable. It's very close to Iwofe. All the government needs to do is to put up a bridge in Iwofe that will link to Ogbakri. Simple. Well, I also understood from, if you had listened to the news, you would know, it wasn't the detailed explanation of how the road would transverse, because we couldn't take all of that in the news because of the time. So hopefully a conversation will be held around it, and more details about the areas where the road would pass through perhaps would be revealed. Hopefully, if we could get the Commissioner for Works to come to the studio and give more detailed explanation. It was almost impossible to get all of the details in the news. But we would give you the details that we can as soon as we get it. And when we do, then we can debate further as to areas we think the road should pass and areas that it didn't pass. This one says, from Patrick Amadi, court rules on Emefiele's case today. Emefiele does not deserve any good judgment. He should suffer because he's killed many Nigerians. Patrick Amadi. Well, the court would decide that. As far as he was concerned, he was doing his job within the acts that established the CBN. So you can't hold him for that in the eyes of the law. This one says, army to raid IPOB hideouts. It's long overdue, and warnings should be placed on traditional rulers, politicians, and village leaders who allow activities of these criminals to continue in their domain. How this is affecting the Southeast, I don't know if they understand. I have friends calling me for the Southeast. All of them want to relocate, want to go get jobs somewhere else because businesses are closing down, investors are leaving. How this is affecting your state, because I will try to understand what you're fighting for, but then you're fighting for your people and destroying your people at the same time. Oh. So it says, good morning. Amechi is a well-principled man. He would never beg anyone for ministerial position. President Tinubu would even seek for his knowledge. DK from Port Harcourt sent that message in on WhatsApp. Let's go to Bori. Akanto is on the line. Akanto, good morning. Straight to the point, please.
Thank you, my friend. Good morning.
Go on.
Happy Thursday to you.
Yeah, go on.
To me, and let me talk about the issue of Canada government chairman, please don't do $2 million on operation short of a surveillance. And then to me, is the chairman of local government, the security officer of local government area. And of course, if some person, operation of some person is illegal to detriment of the local government, and he says so, I think to me it's not to impact something. And the person should come out to the security agency and explain himself. If he is not guilty, I think he should submit himself to it so that people should know. Then the transport scheme and of the government of Rivers State, I think it's a welcome development. But I want to suggest that scheme is not only small Southern Rivers within Port Harcourt Metropolis that will be affected by this current economic biting. I think people in hinterland and urban areas are also do this thing. So I want to appeal to the governor to also extend the only brand to the Dori and Gokana, other part of the Ogun area. And finally, let Commissioner of Works come to the radio station here.
Good news, Mount 3. I can't apologies, but you already exhausted your time. Good news, good morning.
Good morning, Abdullah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Quick one. Let me talk about the internet there, showing that the monorail on the fourth under Mechi will not benefit anybody compared to the ring road they are doing. It's not for 7%. It's how people think. When they want to kill a dog, they give it to bingo, and they start killing the dog. Everybody knows that. You know, okay, let me start from the alleged flyover Wike has done so far. How has that been of instrumental or help or employment, created employment to Rivers youth up to now? But I assure you that those monorails will bring about people working in it. There will be mechanics working in it. There will be people working inside a train in different sectors, just like what federal government is doing, and it will bring about good job and development for the people of Rivers State, at least for next year. And that train, that monorail is cutting across even the issue of airports. Now, they say they want to do the ring road, cutting some local government. Now, no plan that with the didn't come to show if there's any plan for a train to join. Let's wait for the bicycle to run around. What's the big system in the middle of the doing? Look at the ones the government just did. Some place when they go for the any flooding, before the flood will go out, people, the residents will start saying that it is doing it. Well, I think that we are waiting to see how it will succeed. Now, if you are not government something and abandon this one, and how will we see? That is one. Then let me
All
talk
right,
about
good news.
the issue of
Time exhausted already. Thank you very much. Clinton Imbori, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Andrew.
Welcome.
Yeah, Amechi does not deserve ministerial appointments. This APC chieftain. Andrew, if we don't hear Amechi in the news, we hear Wike in the news. And one will wonder, what did this people actually do for President Tinubu? I believe the only public figure I saw campaigning for Tinubu in Rivers State is Senator Manu Zabi. And if someone deserves it, it should be the one that should be there. Then secondly, NSC plans to protest 500 billion palliative that the federal government is trying to do. Andrew, I think that one they are just playing because President Tinubu will still go about that. Secondly, I also believe that even though the president increases their salary, would that not affect the price of commodities in the market? So I think they should try and find a balance and see how things can work in Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Clinton. Let's go to Alfred in Emoha. Alfred, good morning.
Andrew, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. Andrew, let me contribute on the rule as approved by Sobara. Andrew, I want to ask, why is it that every new government, state Governor Wike, since 2015 that come to will start with borrowing? Why in Rivers State? That every new government will start with borrowing. We see Fobara just started borrowing 200 billion, and he's telling us that he wants to use it to develop Rivers State. Afraid, why don't you look at those other projects that previous government did? That you want to develop Port Harcourt or Rivers State, you now try and see how you can develop those other projects than to start afresh a new project that is so capital intensive. Now you know of Greater Port Harcourt that cut across how many local governments in Rivers State, that will decentralize Port Harcourt, that will develop Rivers State. That project has been abandoned. If that project is off, that project will develop Rivers State more than the ring road. How many persons will benefit from the same ring road? Will the ring road even bring capital to back to the government? You see that these are just things to get money from the state, because I know that whether he like it or not, he must have commission that worth over 20 billion from that contract, and he's dissuading Rivers People's mind by bringing up free buses that cannot be surveyed for 1 month. I don't understand this government.
All right, Alfred, thank you very much. But then just to clarify, the Ring Road project was not initiated or created by this administration. I think I had a conversation around that with a former Commissioner for Information in Rivers State. If you missed it, you can go on social media. Go on our page, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, and listen to the whole conversation again. We have the excerpts from that conversation online on our page on Facebook and Twitter. So you listen and you understand that at least it wasn't conceived by him. The idea had been there from the Amechi administration, the Celestine Omeya administration, and even the Governor Wike administration. Well, Governor Sim Fubara feels he should be the one to actually take the step to make it happen. JJ is in Rumigwo. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Welcome.
Yes, a man that has been there, a man that has worked under several administrations as a civil servant, and he has come take over the dancing stage, and is doing very well. And people are saying, oh, why 77%? please check the Procurement Act of Rivers State and you will get the answer there. But for those who came to say monorail, this and that, see, what Peter Mede is talking about is that, let's say the road now is cutting across 6 local governments, that's the ring road, and if you stop at, let's say, 4 local governments, you will still use the road. But, Andrew, what can you use the monorail for now as we're talking? Nothing. Money wasted, one of those pillars is over 10 million naira at current day price. Is it the rebar? Is it the reinforcement? Is it even the drilling of over 25 meters? It's so wasteful. It's just like antiquity that people just go, and thank God they use it to remember the person that did that act. More money paid, even more than the ring road project that we could use at any time. So for me, comparing it is just reminding us of an aberration that happened in the past. And conclusively, I think the Army, the Navy, the whoever should raid those IPOP idols. You cannot come here and begin to do all this now. So for me, it is only where you don't have the orc that the end will dance everywhere. Orc, go after those ends and smoke them out. Thank you very much.
All right, JJ, thank you. Susie Nerima, good morning. Okay, we lost the call from Susie. We go to Bori now. Leighton Barry, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning, it's Andrew.
All right, go on.
Yeah. Let me look at Amechi don't merit APC ministerial
not APC, federal APC government, please.
Yeah. You see, the problem of Amechi in APC today emanated from the approach he approached Senator Magnus Abbey that he cannot be governor of Rivers State while under his watch. That was where the problem of Amechi, both from national to state, started. And that has made Amechi to be a non-grata in APC. He has been declared non-grata in APC because his role and his mindset cannot work in the team of APC, because we need those who are fair, who has others in mind. You are contested as a governor of Rivers State. Why are you trying to fight somebody who is also having that same ambition? And that created a lot of problem against him from the APC. So Amechi can never merit anything that has to do with APC ministerial appointment again. Let me look at the local governments saying they declared somebody. Please, I want to beg. I want to ask for peace in our local government. Please, the local government chairman should take it easy. I hope it's not those who supported Senator Magnus Abbey, because those persons supported Senator Magnus Abbey. Please, I hope it shouldn't be that. And let peace reign in our place.
Lastly, let's go to Temple. You already exhausted your time. Temple in Rumamasi. Good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished Ifemi Andrew. How are you doing this morning?
Fantastic. Go ahead.
Yes, so Governor saying former government donated whopping sum of 20 million to the widow of a Supreme police officer. I think that is a welcome development, and I will continue to say that if you continue, this is a good gesture to Rivers State. That indeed will boost the morals of police officers, and it will make them to step up to their game. And their service is not a badadash, and I will continue to appeal to the police officers, the good one out there, to continue to discharge their functions within the ambit of the law. It's very important. And I will continue to appeal to my governor to continue to place the interest of Rivers people first, which is very much paramount. But when you talk of this ring road project, I would say this is one of the best projects. People should know that in office, there is a time stipulated for them to run and work within the ambit of their time. Not to embark on gigantic projects and people will begin to tell us, oh, monorail, this and that. Work on a project you can be able to deliver so that it will not be amount to waste on taxpayers' money. Look at the time duration, 3 years and 6 months. And for me, it's a very good one.
All right,
and
Temple.
I'm appealing that
Thank you very much.
Governor Wike has done it. Then we'll continue.
Thank you very much, Temple. Major point. Let's get on to some comments on Facebook. Samuel Ewok says, petrol subsidy removal. President Tinubu asked National Assembly to approve 500 billion naira for palliative. The president should really apply wisdom handling anything related to palliatives. Odinaka Chiwon UK says the federal government under President Tinubu should channel the 500 billion naira earmark for palliative to fixing of the nation's refinery. Paul says, I want to ask, what are the plans put in place to maintain the free transport buses? I want to know. That will be a conversation with the transport commissioner. We'll try to make that happen, so we find out details of how long this is going to run. And if I have a problem with the number of buses, if the government can look at increasing that, and also what are the plans for those remote areas, those communities what if someone from Emoha, is there a plan? Does it cover them? People from Echie, does it cover them? Somebody from Aoda, does it cover them? And then the local government chairman, are they also looking at what they can do to support this idea by the government, so we can have more people benefit from this palliative? Lorenzo Delight says Army Chief ordered IPOP camp raid is a good one. Emefiele and his cohorts deserve jail term. That's all I know. Signing of ring road contract is a good one. River State government giving check to widow of slain police officer is commendable. President Tinubu assuring that his government will roll out palliative to cushion effect of subsidy removal on Nigerians, commendable. The numbers to call are still 0817 923 0007. 0817 923 0007. You can also call 0817 923 0003. Emeka is in Woji. Good morning.
Good morning.
Go on.
The statement concerning Amechi, he is not married to be a minister. It is 100% correct. If you wait the year Atiku will be a minister and will be president, Atiku will give him that minister appointment. And actually, he failed as a minister. He failed in Niger Delta. He failed in Rivers People. He will not benefit anything from him. He is the worst minister come from Rivers State, Minister of Rivers State. See the monorail we are talking about now. He introduced that monorail. That pillar and pillar you see here, that is over 60 billion naira. That you see there, that is a lion. He just wasted that money like that. We thank God this particular ring road now introduced by him. Thank God he's not. I didn't even started it. He will still abandon it. So that is why she has the whole step to.
All right, Emeka, thank you very much. Let's go to Chie. Unwala is on the line. Good morning, Unwala.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I want to speak on the in-house news.
Go ahead.
One of the wanted persons at Bori, sort of. When I listened to the news this morning, I think that young man made a statement concerning the chairman. I think I would like you people to deem it fit to really investigate on this chairman. He said that they produce these arms to them and they use them to rob and kidnap people. Why can't the government look into these people that are in the hands of affairs? Because for that young man to sum up courage, to come up in a public radio like this, to speak, he has seen many things. I think investigation should be done.
All right, Wanda.
But all this rubbish will stop. Thank you. I rest my case.
Thank you very much. Lumo in Ajib. Good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
Yeah, morning to you.
I want to talk on the ring road.
Okay.
I think it's a good one, but let the ring road go on the original design. Actually, before the ring road cut across even the Tegema local government, part of it from Obaki to Tumbia to Bakana, to Old Bakana to Isaka, back to Okreka. But this time around now, they are cutting away that area. We want to plead with the government that at least those areas should be also included, so that it is going to benefit those around areas. Thank you. God bless you.
All right. Thank you, Lumo from Ajib. Like I said, we didn't get all the details in the news because the news cannot carry all the details of how the ring road, which local government it was transverse. So hopefully the Commissioner for Works would be with us on radio, and we can have that conversation. Would work towards that to see when he would have the time to be available. Well, it's a public officer, so I'm pretty sure he would be eager to want to speak to Rivers people about this and educate us more as to where this project is going to get to. On Twitter, at Thank God Atwegbu says, with 500 billion naira, Port Harcourt Refinery will start operation. I think they should even probe the turnaround maintenance monies that has been put into the refineries in the years past, because it still isn't running. Christian Williams on Twitter says, how I wish NLC will know that Nigerians no longer take them serious. At Tony Anthony says, efficient road network is a key factor to any form of economic development. Justice Ori says, what if the government had continued the monorail project? It would have been better than starting a similar project again from beginning. Okay, let me address this monorail issue, because a lot of people have been highlighting it. And I think people need to cut the former transport minister slack. The monorail project is a fantastic idea. It's a beautiful project. I don't know about the workings or details. I'm not in government. I don't have access to any high special information. But then as a Rivers person, as a Nigerian with common sense, if I look at that project, I know it makes sense. But I also understand what Peter Mayday was saying. Now, if this administration chooses to continue the monorail project, all fine and good. But in the circumstance of Peter Mayday's idea is, would you be able to finish it, especially with the current price of the dollar? If you do not finish, a monorail project would be of benefit when you finish it. That's the point. If you don't finish it, you can't use it. So if you put in money there and you don't finish it and you pause, you can't use it. So instead, they feel, but if it's a road, even if you don't finish it, you can still use it. Even if you just grade the road, you can still use it. That's the point they're trying to make. Not that the monorail project is a bad idea. No, it's not. And I think over time, government would have to put out a plan to make that project workable and doable so that it benefits all Rivers people. Deacon Ochi says, Army to raid IPOB camps. The truth is that no matter how many raids carried out, it would amount to nothing. That's also from a message on Twitter. Kenneth EB on Twitter says, Nigerian Senate always probing without tangible results, despite having the power to correct wrong actions of government officials. Okay, and let's see if we can take some more on Twitter. Well, let's go to WhatsApp now. On WhatsApp, this person says, good morning, Andrew. Any ring road that does not hit Obakri in Port Harcourt or Krika, then to Element to hit the East-West Road would be seen as no ring road. I think I've emphasized on that over and over again, so I wouldn't want to do that now. Amechi is a man of principle, and President Bola Tinubu will one day seek for his knowledge and understanding. That's up to the president. If he wants to give him an appointment, what anybody says does not matter, does not count, would not mean anything. If the president wants to give him an appointment, he will give him an appointment. This person says, as current... I didn't get that. Okay, good morning. Please, presenter, can you imagine... Since the creation of Rivers State, Akboko community in the Chile government has been without electricity. You can verify. All right, Ngozi Williams. We will try to verify. Thank you very much. My name is Ifeami Andrew. We'll go for a commercial now in business news at 7.
To thrive in a fast-changing world.